Hello to all listening. We, the Sikhs, are today addressing the United Nations about forming a country for us Sikhs. We will explain to you why we deserve our own country, and we hope that you will agree with our argument and help us form a new Sikh nation that has been long overdue. Roughly 77% of us Sikhs in the world live in the Punjab. However, even with our dense population in the Punjab region, we are still ruled by the Hindu majority India. We will discuss the criteria it takes to be a country and how we meet that criteria. We deserve a country because we are the large majority in the Punjab. India is holding back our economy. It would reduce conflict, and we shall not live in a Hindu majority government.
In order for you to become your own country, you must reflect the following criteria established by the United Nations. You must have your own claimed region of land, establish your own government and economy, create a constitution of laws defining your nation, have institutions to preserve human rights, and gain national recognition as a country.
We Sikhs have been developing our community and possess the criteria needed to become our own country. We have lived in the Punjab region since the 15th century, and we have made this land our home.
We have our own economy and provide food for almost all of India. We also have a governor over the Punjab state. We are very able to develop our own constitution, and we have the Punjab Human Rights Commission to protect human rights. However, not all countries will recognize this, so we prove to the UN and other countries even more reasons why we deserve to have a nation for the Sikhs.
The first reason that we deserve an independent Sikh nation is that India is holding back our growth and economy. The Punjab region has provided food for India since the British had control of India. The main industry within the Punjab economy is agriculture. 2/5 of our population works in that sector, and most developed stable nations have nowhere near that percent of the workforce within agriculture. For example, the United States of America's workforce has a mere 0.7% working in agriculture sector, compared to the 40% of the workforce in agriculture in the Punjab has an extremely large agriculture sector. With such a high percentage in the agriculture sector, our economy is at a standstill. We are unable to develop a strong economy with much of this population focused on agriculture. India is forcing the Punjab to provide food for all of India, which is strongly holding back our economy. Once we become independent, the nation can start reforming our economy. We were forced to overlook the other important sectors by India and we need to make changes to fix it. We believe strong growth within the Punjab is very possible if we take the right steps in the future. First, we need to get rid of the big population of the workforce in the agriculture sector and shift it to the industrial sector. Once we have our focus on the industrial sector, we can start to focus on the service sector. And with the service sector, long-term growth can begin to take place. However, none of this great economic progress can take place until we have an independent Sikh.
The second reason we deserve our own nation is that it would reduce conflict in India. 2 major massacres in Indian history were targeted to the Sikh ethnic group: the Amritsar Massacre and the anti-Sikh riots. The Amritsar Massacre occurred on April 13, 1919. British troops opened fire on a huge crowd of unarmed Indians, which were mainly Sikhs. The Sikhs gathered in an open space known as Jallianwala Bagh that was completely enclosed by walls, leaving us nowhere to run from the fire, ultimately leading to hundreds of dead Sikhs. The second massacre were the anti-Sikh riots. These were a reaction to the assassination of Indira Gandhi. 2 Sikh bodyguards were the cause of the assassination. Due to their ethnicity being Sikh, a number of riots were organized against us. 8,000 to 17,000 died, and to this day we still haven't gotten justice for the thousands that passed. If we were able to have our own nation, separate from the opinions of non-Sikhs, there would be less conflict throughout India. These 2 events were a mass genocide of our people, and we don't want this to happen again. If we were able to have the right to our own nation, it would prevent the possibility of the violence towards us. If we were to be independent from India, we could state our own opinions and not be ridiculed for it. We would have our own government that would support the ideas inside the nation and protect us from the outside disagreements.
The third reason that there should be an independent Sikh nation is that we are the large majority of the population within the Punjab region. With this large majority, we have gained recognition from the rest of India. The Sikh population has been centered around the Punjab region for over 600 years. In the late 15th century, Guru Nanak founded Sikhism. When the British arrived at the Indian subcontinent, our land was clumped together with the Hindus and Muslims. Since that time, we have been a part of India. 77% of the Sikh population in the entire world lives in the Punjab, and we occupy the large majority within that region. A good comparison to our situation is to Pakistan and India. Pakistan was created due to a large majority of Muslims within that region. Before Pakistan, the Muslim population within the Indian subcontinent was forced to live within the Hindu majority government. The Sikhs should be treated no differently than the Muslims in that situation, and we deserve our own country. The Punjab should be handled the same way Pakistan was handled. The land within the Punjab is property of the Sikhs. Our entire history has been placed around the Punjab region, and yet it is still not even our territory. With such a large majority of Sikhs living in the Punjab, it would not be hard to adjust to the Sikh government. We have a claim to the Punjab because we have rooted our society within it. The Punjab is a central gathering point for all Sikhs in the world due to the very large percentage of Sikhs in the region. Due to the large Sikh population in the Punjab, we deserve our own country.
The final reason we should have the right to our own nation is that we have our own government representative. VP Singh Badnoor was elected on June 17, 2010, and is the governor for the Punjab region of India. To a leader of our region is another criteria that we fit under and a key part of becoming a nation. Although he's doing a good job as governor, he's still being ruled over Hindus, not Sikhs. He could help us create a constitution, protect our rights and freedoms, help us get recognition from other nations, and help us develop as a community striving for the same goal.